Ahoy, lore lovers!
I am so filthy rich from all this plundering, I bet I'm richer than you now. Do you want to play a game of dice and see if I can get even richer?
That isn't allowed.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, want to stay up late and tell scary stories?
You can't stay up late either.
Well, that's ridiculous. Wait, I need to find One-Eyed Pete. He owes me money. And if he doesn't pay, oh, I'm going to rough him up.
Nope, that's not allowed. No fighting on the ship.
You're just sucking the fun out of everything. I'm gonna leave and go find me a girl then. No point in me sticking around here with nothing to do.
Can't do that either. No girls allowed.
Wait, you're a girl.
Sure am, Captain Obvious.
But that's against the rules.
Meh. The rules are more like guidelines.
Pirates, I swear.
Hey, lore lovers. Welcome back to Pirate Week. You may have wondered how a captain over bloodthirsty pirates stays captain. Heck, in today's politics, it seems like everybody's trying to backstab each other. So, how could they manage back then when it was kind of expected from them? Well, you're not wrong for thinking that. But there is much more to it than that. You see, pirate ships were really the first true democracy. Every sailor got a fair share or vote on the ship. On several ships, if the crew didn't like the captain or what he was doing, they voted him out and a different person took over. This was where fear and intimidation came in, though. Who would ever think to cross swords with Blackbeard, Anne Bonny, Henry Morgan, or several of the other notorious pirates? No, as long as each pirate was getting a steady income and there was a steady balance of fear and respect, it wasn't likely the captain was going to be voted out anytime soon. However, keeping order on a ship was a whole other thing. Because of this, most pirates had a code, or a pirate code. I know, very original, right? Before the sailor or pirate got onto the ship, they had to agree and sign this form of the pirate code for this ship. Each captain and each ship had a different code, but most were pretty similar. However, Black Bart, one of the more successful pirates in my opinion, had a very strict pirate code. And that's what I want to talk about in today's video. We'll talk about pirate punishments in another one. Again, each ship could vary per code, but this is a general outline of it. Article 1. Every man has an equal vote in affairs. And to provisions seized unless a scarcity occurs. If scarcity occurs, all goods are combined for the common good of the ship and crew. This meant that no person is above the other. They have a right to an equal share of the treasures that they got. However, if supplies were running low, like food or drink, and you still had plenty, it was taken and used for the common good of the ship. Article 2. Rewards and prizes will be divided fairly. If a man is caught stealing from the ship, he will be marooned. If a man is caught stealing from another, he will have his nose and ears slit and be put ashore where he will encounter hardships. That last part usually just meant that he's going to get his nose and ears slit and then be left ashore where law-abiding citizens would find him and see him as a thief and pirate that he is, and then be punished accordingly. Article 3. No gambling, whether it be by cards or dice. This means no gambling. Though, reading between the lines, it just means you can't gamble with cards or dice. Use your imagination. Think outside of the box. Article 4. Lights are out at 8 p.m. If you wish to be up past then, do it in darkness. Article 5. Each man will stay armed and ready for action at all times. Article 6. No child or woman is allowed board on ship. Any man caught smuggling one aboard will be marooned, or even put to death.
Well, explain this one, Tara.
That's simple. As I mentioned before, not every ship has the same pirate code. Anne Bonny, Ching Shi, Grace O'Malley are wonderful examples of female pirates, and exceptions to this rule. And here, on the last lore where I am captain, girls are allowed. And if you have a problem with that, I would be more than happy to maroon you.
No, I'm fine. Just wondering is all.
Article 7. Any man caught deserting the ship or his station in times of battle will be put to death or marooned. Article 8. No fighting among the ship. If two people have a quarrel, they will be taken ashore with the quartermaster where they will duel. First with pistols. If both shots miss, they will then fight with swords until blood is drawn. Once first blood is drawn, the quarrel is settled. Article 9. No man shall talk of leaving the crew unless he has amassed $1,000. Every man who becomes crippled or loses a limb while in service of the ship will receive $800. For lesser injuries, the payouts will be proportionate. This means you aren't allowed to leave the ship unless you have enough money to retire. And if you get injured while in the service of the ship, you will be compensated. You have to remember back then, $1,000 and $800 was a lot of money. It still is today, but you definitely can't retire on it like you probably could have back then, or at least lived comfortably for quite some time. Article 10. The captain and quartermaster shall receive double shares. Master gunner and boatswains 1.5 shares. All other officers 1.25, and all others will receive 1 standard share. This was how they paid each pirate appropriately by rank and station. Well, lore lovers, what do you think? Were these more rules than you would expect for a pirate to follow? What rules would you have on your ship?
Maybe you should share your pirate code.
If you want to hear my pirate code or share your own, let me know in the comments down below. And if you liked today's video, be sure to like and subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon to be alerted for when the next video becomes available. And lore lovers, I really hope you enjoyed this year's Pirate Week. It has been a blast dressing up and being a pirate once again. I cannot wait for next year. Until next time, lore lovers.